Good morning, students. Today we are starting a new lesson, The Making of a Scientist, written by Robert W. Peterson. So, it is the story of a scientist named Richard Bright, and you will know by this story that how could a normal boy become a scientist. Okay, so the making of a scientist, it is a biographical account of the life and achievements of Richard Bright, and Bright, who won a numerous awards for his contribution to biochemistry and molecular biology. Okay, so it was his fascination, his attraction for the butterflies that opened the world of science to him. So you will study this story. Okay, so we are starting the story. um, so move on the story, the first paragraph. At the age of 22, a former scout of the year excited the scientific world with a new theory on how cells work. Richard H. Bright and his college roommate explained the theory in an article in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science. At the age of 22, you can see that the age of the 22, a former scout of the year, a former scout of the year. Who was the scout of the year? He, at the age of 22, uh, excited the scientific world with new theory. He surprised the new world. He surprised the scientific world with his new theory. And what was his new theory? His new theory was on how cells work. Cells, cell, the smallest part of the body. How cells work. He gave this discovery, this theory, his new theory to the world. Richard H. Bright, he was the scientist, and he gave this theory at the age of 22. uh, and he and his college roommates explained the theory. Not only he, but his roommates with him, and they gave the theory of this how cell works in an article in the Proceedings of National Academy of Science. So they published their article in the Proceeding of the National Academy of Science, in that magazine. Okay, so it was the first time this important scientific journal had ever published the work of college students, and sports that would be like making the big league at the age of 15 and hitting a home run your first time at bat. So it was the first time this important scientific journal. Journal means the magazine, the magazine, the Proceeding of the National Academy of Science. It is the name of a journal in which they publish their article, their theory. So this journal, this magazine had ever published the work of college student first time. They published they published the college students work at the first time. In sports, that would be like making a big league at the age of 15 and hitting a home run your first time at a bat. So this work is like that, as a man, as a 15 years old boy hitting a home run. The home run in the baseball. It is the match of baseball, and in the baseball, like in the cricket, like a player hit the six. So the same as the baseball, the player make a home run, okay, by his bat at the age of 15, in the big leagues. Leagues mean the group of sports clubs or teams playing matches among themselves. That is called league. So league, it is the terminology of sports. Okay. So for Richard Bright, it was the first in a long string of achievements in science and other fields, and it all started with butterflies. And this was the first achievement. There was a string of achievements, there was a series of achievements of Richard Albright, but this was the first one, which was the theory of cell, how cell works. So this theory, this achievement is the first achievement of Richard Albright in the scientific world, and it all started with butterflies. And it all started with butterflies, and how it started, we will know in this story further. An only child, Albright grew up north of Reading, Pennsylvania. There was not much I could do there, he said. I certainly couldn't play football or baseball with a team of one, but there was one thing I could do: collect things. So the story is starting from here, the childhood of the Richard Albright. When he was only child, he was an only child. So he had not brothers and sisters. He was only child. So Albright grew up north of Reading. Reading is the name of town, read of place in Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania is a place, a big town, a big city, and in that big city there was a town that is called Reading. So Reading is the name of city. So there was not much I could do there, he said. Albright said that there was not much that I could do there. I certainly could not play football or baseball with a team of one, because he was only there. He was only child. So he could not play football because football has many players, baseball like. So there was a team, they need a team for playing these types of games, but he was the only child, he was living there alone, so he could not play football or baseball like games. But there was one thing I could do: collect things. So he started a new game, new thing, new interest, to collect things. So he did, and did he ever? Beginning in the kindergarten, Albright collected butterflies with the same determination that has marked all his activities. And from the beginning, from in the kindergarten means KG, in from the KG class. From the KG, when he was in the KG class, he started collect the butterflies, and it was his game. Albright collected butterflies, butterflies with the same determination that he had marked his activities. That he has marked all his activities, all his theories in the scientific world. So he collected butterflies with the same determination. He was a determined boy. And starting, he also collected rocks, fossils, and coins. He became an eager astronomer too, sometimes stargazing all night. And he collected not only the butterflies, but he also collected rocks and fossils. Fossils, the dead remains of animals and plants, and that is called fossils. So fossils and coins, he collected different type of coins too, and he became an eager astronomer. Astronomer means a person who studies about the sun, moon, and planets, etc. Sometimes stargazing all night, sometimes all night he looked at the stars by his telescope. So his interest was building up, to collect things, to collecting, for collecting all the things, these type of things. Okay, the next para. From the first, he had a driving curiosity along with the bright mind. He also had a mother who encouraged his interest in learning. She took him on trips, bought him telescopes, microscopes, cameras, mounting materials, and other equipment, and helped him in many other ways. So, from the first, he had a driving curiosity. Driving curiosity means his curiosity was the driving force behind him becoming a bright man. So, what is the driving force behind him? His curiosity. His curiosity means he wanted to know, his eagerness. He wanted to know for everything. So, his eagerness, his curiosity was the driving force behind him. With his bright mind, he was an intelligent boy. He also had a mother, and then that is an important fact that behind his success, that he also had a mother who encouraged his interest in learning. His mother gave him great support, who encouraged him, and who build up his interest in learning. So mother's role is very important here. She took him on trips, bought him telescope, microscope, cameras, mounting materials, and other equipment, and helped him many other ways. So she helped him, and her role to build up his interest was very important for him. And she gave him telescope, microscope, cameras, and other lot of materials and equipments that helped him in many other ways. Okay, so mother's role is very important in his life. I was his only companion until he started school, his mother said. His mother said that I was his only companion. And because we have know that he was the only child. So his mother became his companion until he started school. After that, I would bring home friends for him, and after that she would bring friends for him, but at night we just did things together. But at night mother and her son, they did things together. They studied or whatever they do together. Richie was my whole life after his father's death. When Richie was in third grade, and when Richie means the Richard Albright. When Richie was at the third class, the third grade, his father had died. So Richie was my whole life, his mother said. She and her son spent almost every evening at the dining room table. She and her son spent almost every evening at the dining table, and if he did not have things to do, I found work for him. And if he did not have things to do, she found work for him. Not physical work, but the learning things. His mother said he liked it, he wanted to learn. And his mother gave him many types of things and work. She searched, discovered work for him, and she built up his interest in learning, and he liked learning and he wanted to learn. So her mother was behind him in every time, and learn he did. He earned a top grade in school on everyday things. He was just like every other kid, his mother said. His mother said that he was very intelligent in learning. He earned top grade in the school. He was so intelligent that he got the top grade in the school. On everyday things he was just like every other kid, and the other things he was just like the other kid, but in learning he was intelligent. Okay, so by the time he was in the second grade, Albright had collected all 25 species of butterflies found around his hometown. So by he had started to collect butterflies from the KG class. Okay, but when he was in the second grade, Richard Albright had collected all 25 species of butterflies found around his hometown. So all species found around his hometown, he had collected all those 25 species of butterfly. You can see in the box. The species and subspecies of butterfly collected in 6 weeks in Reading, Pennsylvania. So this is the list of butterflies. The name of the butterflies, this type of, you have the 25 species, all which Abright collected. Okay, a strange thing. That probably would have been the end of my butterfly collecting, he said. But then my mother got me a children's book, collected the travels of Monarch 10. Mm, that book which told how monarch butterflies migrate to Central America opened the world of science to the eager young collector. So that probably would have been the end of my butterfly. He thought that it would have been the end of his butterfly collecting, because he collected all the species of butterflies around his hometown. So that would be the end of his butterfly. But his mother got me he said that his mother got him a children's book named The Travels of Monarch. So his mother gave him a book, a new book, and that book which told how monarch butterflies migrate to Central America. And he started reading that book, and in that book he could know that how the monarch butterfly migrate to Central America opened the world of science to eager young collector. And this book opened the world of science and the eagerness of young collector. It built up the eagerness, increased the eagerness of the young collector. So you can see here the mother's role is very important. Mother's role, she knew what should be given to the young boy, to young scientist. So her role is very important. At the end of the book, readers were invited to help study butterflies' migration. And in the end of the book, readers were invited by the book to help study in butterfly migration. They were asked to tag butterflies for research by the Dr. Frederick Urquhart, um, of the University of Toronto, Canada. So there was a University of Urquhart of the University of Toronto, Canada. So Dr. Frederick invited the people or the readers of that book to tag butterflies for research. To tag butterfly. To tag butterfly means to put a sticker on the wings of butterfly for study, for research. So the Dr. Frederick was also working on the butterflies. So it is the request from the Dr. Frederick. And Abright's mother wrote to Dr. Urquhart, and soon Abright was attaching light adhesive tags to the wings of monarch. Anyone who found a tagged butterfly was asked to send the tag to the Dr. Urquhart. And Abright's mother wrote a letter to the Urquhart, and soon Abright was attaching with him. And Abright was attaching the light adhesive tag. He started this work, and he started attaching tags to the wings of the monarchs. And anyone who found the tag butterfly was asked to send that tag to Dr. Urquhart. Okay, so it is the end of today's video, and the next story we will study in the next video. Okay, and it is the time of Hindi summary, so we will look at the Hindi summary. Okay, so look at the Hindi summary, the making of the scientist. सो इस लेसन में आपने देखा कि एक लेसन है द मेकिंग ऑफ अ साइंटिस्ट, कैसे एक साइंटिस्ट बनता है और एक नॉर्मल बॉय कैसे साइंटिस्ट बना, इसकी स्टोरी है. इंस्पायरिंग स्टोरी है, आप इस पर इसको ध्यान से पढ़ें। एक रिचर्ड एब्राइट है जो कि जिनकी ये स्टोरी है, जिन्होंने वो जो फेमस एक साइंटिस्ट बने हैं, और तो एज ऑफ 22 की उम्र में ही उन्होंने साइंटिफिक वर्ल्ड में एक नई थ्योरी दी है साइंटिफिक वर्ल्ड को, और अमेज कर दिया है कैसे सेल काम करते हैं, जो हमारी बॉडी में कोशिकाएं होती हैं, सेल्स होते हैं, वो कैसे काम करते हैं, इसकी थ्योरी उन्होंने दी। और कब दी? केवल 22 साल की उम्र में। तो रिचर्ड एब्राइट और उनके जो रूममेट्स थे, उन्होंने ये थ्योरी आर्टिकल अपना पब्लिश करवाया था, प्रोसीडिंग ऑफ द नेशनल एकेडमी ऑफ साइंस, इस नाम जर्नल था ये, इस नाम की, और इस पर उन्होंने अपना फर्स्ट आर्टिकल पब्लिश करवाया था। और इस जर्नल ने भी पहली बार कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स का कोई आर्टिकल अपने उसमें पब्लिश किया, अपने जर्नल में पब्लिश किया। और ये ऐसा ही था जैसे कि कोई एक 15 साल का लड़का एक होम रन बना दे। एक होम रन क्या होता है? ये बेसबॉल का एक रन होता है, उसमें एक स्क्वायर होता है, उसमें दौड़ने का जो स्थान होता है, होम रन। और वहाँ पर जैसे कि क्रिकेट में कोई छक्का लगा दे छोटा लड़का, उसी तरह से इसमें होम रन बनाना एक डिफ़िकल्ट टास्क होता है। तो जैसे कि 15 साल का बच्चा कोई होम रन बना दे बेसबॉल में, उसी तरह का ये काम था कि एक 22 साल के लड़के ने इतनी बड़ी साइंटिफिक इन्वेंशन कर दी। तो रिचर्ड एब्राइट जो थे वो उनकी एक लंबी श्रृंखला है अचीवमेंट्स की, उन्होंने बहुत सारे अचीवमेंट्स किए हैं, और उसकी ये स्टार्टिंग थी, ये पहला अचीवमेंट था। और ये अचीवमेंट स्टार्ट कहाँ से हुआ? ये बटरफ्लाई से शुरू हुआ। अब ये बटरफ्लाई की कहानी क्या है, ये हम इसमें पढ़ेंगे। तो आगे उनकी कहानी अब शुरू होती है कि वो एक जब वो बच्चे थे तो अकेले बच्चे थे, ओनली चाइल्ड थे, उनके कोई भाई बहन नहीं थे। और वो पेंसिल्वेनिया के एक सिटी है रीडिंग, सिटी का नाम ही रीडिंग है पेंसिल्वेनिया में, और वहाँ वो बड़े हुए, बचपन उन्होंने बिताया। और वो कहते हैं कि देयर वॉज नॉट मच आई कुड डू, मतलब मेरे पास वहाँ पर करने के लिए कुछ नहीं था, क्योंकि वो अकेले थे। वो फुटबॉल नहीं खेल सकते थे, बेसबॉल नहीं खेल सकते थे, क्योंकि उसके लिए टीम चाहिए होती है, वो अकेले थे। इसलिए अकेले क्या करते, तो उन्होंने एक नया गेम शुरू किया, कलेक्ट थिंग्स, चीज़ों को इकट्ठा करना। और यहीं से उनकी शुरुआत हुई, और ये काम उन्होंने किंडरगार्टन से शुरू कर दिया। जब वो केजी क्लास में थे तभी उन्होंने बटरफ्लाइज़ को कलेक्ट करना शुरू किया, और ये काम उन्होंने उसी डिटर्मिनेशन के साथ किया जैसे कि उन्होंने बाद में अपनी एक्टिविटीज़ की हैं, बाद में अपनी साइंटिफिक एक्टिविटीज़ की। तो उन्होंने बचपन में ही रॉक्स, चट्टानों के टुकड़े, फॉसिल्स, जीवाश्म और कॉइन, सिक्के, ऐसी चीज़ें उन्होंने इकट्ठी करनी शुरू करी। और यहाँ, और वो कभी कभी तारों को रात भर देखते रहते थे, एक एस्ट्रोनॉमर भी बनना चाह रहे थे। तो इस तरह से एक बच्चे की ईगरनेस थी नया कुछ जानने की। यहाँ पर ये होम रन के बारे में बताया हुआ है कि होम रन क्या है, आप यहाँ से ये पढ़ सकते हो। होम रन एक ऐसा स्क्वायर होता है जहाँ से प्लेयर एक खेलता है, और फिर वो ये 4 खिलाड़ी 4 कोनों पर होते हैं, वो दौड़ते हैं। इसमें आप पढ़ सकते हो कि व्हाट इज़ होम रन। ठीक है। तो आगे फिर है जो रिचर्ड एब्राइट थे, उनका ड्राइविंग क्यूरोसिटी, उनके पीछे जो ड्राइविंग फोर्स था ब्राइट माइंड के पीछे, वो उनकी ईगरनेस थी, उनकी क्यूरोसिटी थी, उनके नई चीज़ों के बारे में जानने की जो इच्छा थी, वही उनके पीछे ड्राइविंग फोर्स था, उनके शार्प माइंड का कारण था। उनकी मदर ने उनको बहुत इनक्रेज किया, उनकी मदर का रोल उनके पीछे बहुत ज़्यादा है। मदर को पता है कि कब क्या इसको देना है, और मदर ने बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट रोल निभाया है उनकी सक्सेस के पीछे। और मदर उनको इनक्रेज करती थी, उनके इंटरेस्ट को बढ़ाती थी, लर्निंग की तरफ उनके इंटरेस्ट को बढ़ाती थी, और उसके लिए वो टेलीस्कोप, माइक्रोस्कोप, कैमराज और अदर मटेरियल जो भी चाहिए होते हैं उनको सीखने के लिए, वो सारे इक्विपमेंट उनको ला के देती थी। उनके साथ खुद भी काम करती थी। और वो कहती हैं कि मैं ही उसकी कंपेनियन थी, क्योंकि जब स्कूल जाने से पहले वो दोनों माँ बच्चे दोनों ही खेलते थे। और रात में भी वो अकेले ही रहते थे वहाँ पर। तो वो मिल कर के काम करते थे। वो कहती है कि रिचर्ड एब्राइट को रिची बोलती हैं बचपन में, उनका निक नेम है। तो रिची ही मेरी सारी लाइफ था, पूरी लाइफ ही रिची था, क्योंकि उसके फादर की डेथ हो चुकी थी जब वो 3rd ग्रेड में था। जब रिची केवल 3rd ग्रेड में था, उसके फादर की डेथ हो गई, तो मदर कहती हैं कि रिची ही मेरी सारी लाइफ बन गया। और फिर दोनों माँ बेटे अधिकतर समय बिताते थे डाइनिंग टेबल पर, और काम करते हुए दोनों एक साथ काम करते थे। और जब वो देखती थी कि इसके पास करने के लिए कुछ नहीं है, एक चीज़ से बोर होने लगा है, तो वो तुरंत उसको नया काम दे देती थी, उसका इंटरेस्ट एक नई दिशा में मोड़ देती थी। और फिजिकल वर्क नहीं बल्कि लर्निंग थिंग्स भी होती थी, चीज़ों को कैसे सीखा जाए, ये नई नई चीज़ें सीखने के मेंटल डेवलपमेंट के लिए। और वो इस चीज़ को पसंद करता था, उसको सीखना पसंद था, उसको नई नई चीज़ें सीखना पसंद था। क्योंकि मदर ने ये ईगरनेस उसके अंदर भरी थी, बिल्डअप की थी। और इस तरह से उसने बचपन में उसने टॉप ग्रेड हासिल किए स्कूल में, शार्प माइंड था, और टॉप ग्रेड फर्स्ट आता था अपनी क्लास में। और एवरीडे थिंग्स में वो अदर बच्चों, अन्य जो बाकी बच्चे थे उन्हीं के जैसा था, लेकिन पढ़ाई में बहुत होशियार था, इंटेलिजेंट था। और जब वो सेकंड ग्रेड में पहुँचे, सेकंड क्लास में पहुँचे, तो उन्होंने अपने होम टाउन के आसपास जितनी भी 25 स्पीसीज़ थी बटरफ्लाइज़ की, सारी इकट्ठी कर ली। आप ये चार्ट में देख सकते हो, यहाँ पर जितने भी 25 नेम्स हैं बटरफ्लाइज़ के, जो उनके घर के आसपास, उनके टाउन के आसपास होती थी। और केजी क्लास से उन्होंने काम शुरू किया, और सेकंड ग्रेड तक पहुँचते पहुँचते सभी 25 स्पीसीज़ उनके पास थी। तो अपने काम के प्रति कितने वो ईगर रहते थे, इससे साबित होता है। और ये शायद जब उन्होंने पूरी 25 स्पीसीज़ इकट्ठी कर ली, तो उनको लगा कि शायद ये उनकी क्यूरोसिटी या जो उनका काम है, ये शायद बटरफ्लाई कलेक्टिंग का काम बंद ख़त्म हो जाएगा। तभी उनकी मदर, अब मदर का रोल यहाँ पर देखो, मदर को पता था कि अब ये तो काम पूरा हो गया, अब आगे क्या। तो मदर एक बुक लेके आई, ट्रैवल्स ऑफ मोनार्क। तो ये बुक खरीद के लाई, ये भी बटरफ्लाई की है, एक स्पीसीज है मोनार्क। बुक खरीद के लाई, बुक उसको दी, और उस बुक में ये सब कुछ था कि कैसे बटरफ्लाइज माइग्रेट हुई हैं, मोनार्क बटरफ्लाइज माइग्रेट हुई है सेंट्रल अमेरिका में। और इसने उनके लिए एक साइंस का नया फील्ड खोल दिया, पूरा वर्ल्ड खोल दिया, उनकी क्यूरोसिटी को और ज़्यादा बढ़ा दिया। और फिर उसके बुक के अंत में, एंड में ये भी था कि जो रीडर्स हैं उनको इनवाइट किया गया था कि वो बटरफ्लाई जो स्टडी है उसके माइग्रेशन की, उस पर हेल्प करेंगे। और कैसे कर सकते हैं वो, कि उनको ये कहा गया कि बटरफ्लाइज जो हैं वो डॉक्टर फ्रेडरिक और खार्ट एक रिसर्च कर रहे हैं यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ टोरंटो में, कनाडा में। तो वो टैग करें बटरफ्लाई को, जो भी उस बुक को पढ़ता है उनको अगर कोई बटरफ्लाई मिलती है तो उसको टैग करें, माने उस पर एक, उसके पंखों में एक स्टिकर चिपकाएं, ताकि उसको उस पर रिसर्च की जा सके, और वो स्टिकर फिर और खार्ट को दे दे। तो इस तरह से उसकी मदर ने जब ये देखा, तो मदर ने तुरंत डॉक्टर खार्ट को लिखा लेटर, और रिची को भी, रिचर्ड एब्राइट को भी अटैच कर दिया उसके साथ। और रिचर्ड एब्राइट भी अब अटैच करने लगे, टैग्स को अटैच करने लगे मोनार्क बटरफ्लाइज के विंग्स पर। और ये कहा, लिखा गया है कि जो जिसको भी वो टैग्ड बटरफ्लाई मिले, उस टैग को वो डॉक्टर उरखाट को पहुंचा दे। तो इस तरह से बटरफ्लाई कलेक्टिंग की जो ये स्टोरी है यहाँ पर रिचर्ड एब्राइट की, आज का ये जो वीडियो है वो यहीं पर हम पूरा कर रहे हैं, फिनिश कर रहे हैं। और आगे की जो वीडियो होगी वो नेक्स्ट वीडियो में आगे आएगी। ओके, सो इट इज़ द एंड ऑफ टुडेज़ वीडियो।